advice on exercise, because that's activity. We live many of us, very passive life. And I just remember in college, I was pretty wound up, and I used to swim 2 miles to relax enough to study. No, if anyone knows anything about swimming, that was a long time, you know, but it worked, at least it worked. So I'd hit the pool, I'd swim, I'd get out, and then I could sit still and study. Physical activity and rest.
Well, you made such a good point there. And this, in our modern world, with so many things bombarding our attention all the time, that's part of the stress. We can't even focus on how many balls can I catch at one time? And so the exercise literally calms that sympathetic nervous system down enough so that you can pay attention to what you need to concentrate on. That's another really good benefit of exercise. Exercise is the fountain of youth. We talked about water. That's one thing that everybody can do, even if you don't change your diet. Exercise is the other thing, even if you don't change your diet.
Get out the door and walk.
Take a walk.
Yeah.
There's the Japanese do something called forest bathing,
right?
Which is they actually quite a bit of data about this, how it lowers blood pressure and has other beneficial effects simply being out in nature. Mm-hmm. Everybody's got 2 legs, and you don't have to pound it in running to get benefit from it. There are benefits from doing more intensive exercise, and if you want to get really physically fit, then the studies show that what is called high intensity interval training, or HIIT, is actually the thing that triggers it best in your body. And particularly if you're crunched for time and you don't have a lot of time to exercise, choosing high intensity interval training is the biggest bang for the buck. This is so, for instance, they put people on exercise bicycles and they had them bike intensively for a half hour, like aerobic biking. And then they had them do a minute on or a minute off for 20 minutes. And the people who did the really powerful minute on, relax for a minute, do another intense minute for 20 minutes were more physically fit than the people who did it continuously for 30 minutes.
So it's like sprinting. Someone said as a Homo sapien staying alive, our activity wasn't long distance running. It was sprinting away from something trying to eat us.
Right. Exactly. And this is like a spin class, doing wind sprints. Even if you go for your walk and you walk for a minute and maybe you jog for a minute.
Or walk real fast and pause and slow. Walk real fast and pause. And then I was thinking of kettlebells is another one. A friend of mine loves it, and I remember I started for a while and didn't, it was so funny because something happened. I had to move the refrigerator, and Barbara, my wife, goes, "You've never been that strong." I was just doing these kettlebell things and in intervals, and it was a short period of time, and I was worn out. So I think that's excellent.